Today in CWN, our sports anchor Maddie has been working the prize wheel at the Hooks games.
And we have a special goodbye for Coach Lamb. I'm Maddie.
And I'm William, and today is Wednesday, May 14th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Caitlin is here to talk about some awards that she won. Let's send it over now.
Hey Cats, today I'm here at Caitlin. So Caitlin, I heard that the yearbook got an award of excellence. Can you tell me more about what it is and what it means to you?
So the Award of Excellence is an award that top 10% of yearbooks in the country are nominated, but the top 5% get it. We were able to get it last year, and it's nice to be able to get it again for the second year in a row. It just basically means that our Walsworth, our yearbook company, is just gonna use our book as examples for their presentations and all that stuff. So it's really cool that we get to get it again. It's definitely something that we're really proud of because we put so much hard work into these books.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much, and back to the studio.
Mrs. John's classes have been working on a titrations lab recently. Let's take it to Mrs. John's herself to see what it is all about and what is there to learn about this fun lab.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Miss Johnson. I hear that y'all are doing a titration lab today. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. In Pac Chem, this is our last unit. This is the reactions unit. It's kind of where we pull everything together. We learned all year. We learned about all types of chemical reactions, and one of the types we're learning about is an acid-base reaction. In particular, we're learning when you take an acid and you add a base to it, you neutralize them, and which means you're making water, so the pH becomes 7, right? And so we learned a calculation yesterday in class on how to find an unknown concentration. It's like, say you had the concentration of the acid but not the base, or vice versa. You can do a titration and it'll tell you that. And so what we're doing is we have an unknown concentration of acid, we're adding base that we know the concentration of, and they're going to be dripping it into their flask, and I have indicator in it, and the indicator will switch over to a pink color when it's close to being neutral, right, at 7, and that'll be called, we call that your endpoint. And so at that point they'll stop the titration, look at their data, and then be able to do a calculation, and from there they should be able to find the unknown concentration of their acid. It's something that, if some of these kids are going to go off to college and want to do chemistry maybe, and so they'll be doing a lot of titration, so it's good practice to at least do one in pre-AP, and if they take AP, they'll get to do at least 2, but that's what we're doing today. It's hopefully, but it's the last assignment. They're very excited about that because all we have left are tests after today, but it's been a great year, and I've had a great fun with the pre-AP class this year.
Well, thank you, and back to the studio.
As we know, there will be some summer camps over the break. If you're interested in doing the volleyball camp, be sure to tune in and listen. Hayden is here to talk about that.
Thank you, Anchors. Continuing with our summer camps this year, volleyball will have their summer camp from June 10th to June 12th in the A Gym. Tennis will have their summer camp from June 12th to June 13th for 6th and 8th graders at the tennis courts. Cheer will have their camp from June 16th to June 19th in the A Gym. And girls basketball will have their camp from June 23rd to June 27th in the A Gym and B Gym afternoon. We will have the rest of the summer camps tomorrow. Thank you, and back to the Anchors.
As most of you know, this is Coach Lamb's last year working at Calallen, and Maddie has created a special goodbye video for Coach. Let's send it over to give him a sincere farewell to this show.
Who is Coach Lamb to you?
So Coach Lamb is literally my second dad. He's always been there for me. He argues with me, he yells at me, he loves me like my dad. He just does everything, and he's all above a great person and a great inspiration to everybody. And he's been a teacher here at Calallen for forever, and I could never be more thankful for him putting me in his class sophomore year, and I thank him for everything he's done for me. So thank you for staying with me till graduation, and I love you, Coach Lamb.
Who is Coach Lamb to you, and how has he inspired you?
Coach Lamb is my GOAT. He is the best teacher of all time. He's inspired me by taking leadership, going out into the unknown, and just being myself. I love you, Coach Lamb.
Coach Lamb was my next door neighbor who became my friend. and he was always someone who was so kind and encouraging to me, and he thinks he's all tough and mean, but he's really not.
Hi, Coach Lamb. I just wanted to say that you're honestly one of my favorite teachers, and thank you so much for trusting me my freshman year and putting me in the advanced class. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you.
We love you, Coach Lamb.
Thank you, Coach Lamb.
Hey, you're the GOAT.
Thank you, Coach Lamb. We love you.
Thank you, Coach Lamb.
Love you, Coach Lamb.
I'm so glad that Coach has been here with me for all these years.
You know, me too, and he has left a lasting impression on all of our students.
Maddie, our sports anchor here, has been working on a Kids Zone attendant at Whataburger Field for the Corpus Christi Hooks. But occasionally she works the prize wheel. Let's send it over to her to get a closer look on how that's been going.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Maddie. Maddie, I heard you've been working the prize wheel at the Hooks games. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's going to be my second week working with the Hooks now. I'm technically a Kids Zone attendant, but occasionally I do enjoy working the prize wheel because sometimes the Kids Zone isn't always populated, so it can get kind of boring there standing there and watching the game. So I like prize wheel a lot because I'm interacting with other people and because I'm talking with others and moving around, so it's a great job. We give out a lot of fun stuff. Sometimes there's jerseys, sometimes there's beach towels, there's beach bags, there's hats, there's stickers, there's tattoos. It's a fun time, honestly. I worked the prize wheel on Mother's Day game, so my family got to go to the game and watch me work the prize wheel, and they came through my line. It was a lot of fun.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's turn back to our studio.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media after this quick break.
Hey Cash, just a reminder, there will be no parking in front of the band hall or in front of the tennis court. If so, your car will be towed immediately. Again, this will be starting Monday, May 19th. No parking in front of the band hall or tennis court. Now, back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Baseball will be having their first game series for the playoffs against Uvalde. Make sure to go check out their game day designs and make sure to go support our Wildcats. Now it's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
And now it's time for Coach Lamb's farewell giveaway. The answer to yesterday's question was Jupiter. The winner is Mrs. Compton. Let's send it over back to Callie to see what today's trivia question is.
So for our first trivia question, what is Lizzo's favorite instrument? Email CalallenTV@gmail.com for a chance to win. For our latest winner, we would like to congratulate Miss Compton again. We will send a crew down to your door for your prize. Now let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie. And if you know the answer, email CalallenTV@gmail.com.
Now let's send it over to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this quick break.
Remember, students, please don't bully.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. We spoke with Angelina on how her basketball team that she's been coaching has been going. Let's send it over for more.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Angie. So how is y'all's basketball Mathis League going?
I think it's going really good. I actually got the opportunity to coach the JV1 in Mathis, and we're undefeated right now, and all the girls are doing good, and I think it's going really well.
And when's y'all's next game?
Our games are every Monday, so yes, that's when we play.
Well, it sounds like fun. Thank you. Now back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
And now it's time for your local weather forecast with James right after this short break.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your weather forecast brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Unfortunately, guys, it's looking like we're about to go into one of the most historic heat waves in southern Texas history, with current temperatures already at 91 degrees. Feeling like 100 already. Winds out of the south-southeast at 15 miles per hour with mostly, if not completely, sunny skies. Onto your Doppler radar, unfortunately, no rain to keep anything cool. Do have that heat advisory from 1 p.m. today to 8 p.m. tomorrow. That was extended from yesterday. Expected to be extended again, potentially even upgraded later today for tomorrow's extreme heat. And then the small craft advisory until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Expect that to also receive an extension or more likely an upgrade to a gale warning because tomorrow's winds are going to be intense. Speaking of intense winds, we do have that official recap of the May 8th thunderstorms that went through the areas just to our south and west. National Weather Service has determined that severe thunderstorm damaging winds began around 8:45 p.m. northwest of San Diego and weakened near Tierra Grande around 10:10 p.m. just outside Corpus Christi. Highest recorded wind gust was 89 miles per hour at the Alice International Airport around 9:25 p.m., though damage estimates in Alice are more in line with wind gusts of 115 plus miles per hour. That is similar to a low-end Category 3 hurricane or low-end EF2 tornado, so we're talking very intense winds here. And although Alice was the most heavily impacted area, San Diego, Driscoll, Bishop, Petronila, Tierra Grande, and many other small communities, as well as rural areas and major highways, were also severely affected. And that damaging wind path was measured to be 54 miles long and at its maximum 16 miles in width. So, of course, this was a very, very major event. Cleanup is ongoing across many of the areas. Hopefully that cleanup can happen quickly and these areas will be able to rebuild. And of course, though, they're going to have to do that through an absolutely insane heat wave. Maximum temperatures looking into the foreseeable future will be 100 to 105 degrees with heat indices potentially upwards of 115. Now keep in mind, this is late summer type weather for Corpus Christi. We typically see this from July to early September, and we are already seeing this in just mid-May, so we're expecting an extremely hot and dry summer as well, but hopefully we could get a tropical depression, tropical storm to keep things a little bit cooler. Throughout the rest of the day, of course, you can see temperatures at 2 p.m. 96 degrees, feeling like 107. Yesterday at that time, it was feeling like 102 with those 96 degree temperatures, so it's even more humid. Going to 6 p.m. 91, feeling like 102, 10 p.m. 80 degrees, and it's going to feel closer to 90 at that time. Winds out of the southeast, however, going to be around 15 to 20 miles per hour, so a little bit of relief there. And onto your 3-day outlook, of course, tomorrow is expected to be one of the hottest days this month, 99 degrees with that heat index at 110, before Friday and Saturday, a little bit cooler at about 95 degrees, heat indices actually generally about the same, so not much relief there. Very light rain chances, although tomorrow we are, of course, expected to see some pretty high winds out of the southeast, 20 to 30 miles per hour, with gusts potentially upwards of 40 or 45 miles per hour before those southeast 15 to 25 winds resume on Friday and into the weekend. And on your important dates counter, Senior Award Night, that is tonight. Seniors, again, that will be Senior Awards Night here this evening. Your last day, May 19th, that will be in about 5 days. Senior graduation will be next Thursday, May 22nd. That's in 8 days. Memorial Day, May 26th, 12 days. And the last day of the 2024-2025 school year, May 29th, is 15 days away. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all of your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, why did the deer go to the dentist?
I don't know. Why?
Because of its buck teeth.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always, stay classy, Calallen.